Hey, my friends, I am going to set you up for today's math activity. We are going to be playing a place value game. So if you are in class or at home, you can play this place value game. All you need is a sheet of paper, a pencil, and a coloring tool. It could be a colored pencil, a crayon if you're home, a marker if you're home. But if you're in class, you're going to use a colored pencil for this activity. So first, at the top of your page, you want to write place value game. Okay, so that's the first thing that you should get on the top of your paper, place value game. Now, the next thing that you have to do is we're going to make game board number 1. All right, and we want to make sure we don't start in the middle of our page because we're going to try to play at least 5 games, 5 rounds of the game, I should say. So I'm going to start by making a rectangle. Okay. And I'm going to divide it into thirds. So I have 3 equal parts. Okay. Now at the top, I want to make a smaller line like this. And I'm going to put H, that stands for hundredths. T stands for tens. And O stands for ones. Now, this is going to be our first game board, but we have to add something else to our game board as well. We're also going to make one more box over here, and we're going to label this trash. Okay, so we're going to keep doing this until we get to the end of our paper, but don't make it too big where you can't fit 4 or 5 on your paper, but don't make it too small where it's really teeny tiny and you can't write anything, because we are going to be using our boxes for this place value game. So I'm going to make sure my computer is lower now so I can finish up my game board. So I'm going to do another one. Make sure my game board's ready to go. So you could be doing this as I'm filling it out. It's this exact same thing. We're just making it 4 or 5 times. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? We don't need to have perfectly straight lines. I want to make them somewhat. All right. And then I'm going to finish my last one down here. So I was able to make 5 on my paper. So we're going to play 5 rounds to start. Okay. So now that you have your game board completed, you're going to have to hear the directions of this game. And I am making this video just in case you missed the actual math lesson. And you can play this game at home at another time with your parents or family members if you missed math class today for some odd reason. Okay, so once you have your board made, you need to get out your coloring tool. Okay, it cannot be a pencil. I'm going to tell you why. A pencil you can erase. And for this game, once you decide on a choice that you're going to make, it's your permanent choice. You can't erase it and change it. All right, and that's just fairness of the game. It's just the rules. So I'm going to use a purple marker for my coloring tool. So I want you to get out one coloring tool that you're going to be able to use that cannot be erased. Okay, so this is how the game works. I have these lovely digit cards. I'm going to hold some of them up. I can't hold them all up because I don't have enough hands. But I have all these lovely digit cards. 7, 5. Oh, I already showed you the 7, 8, 9. So I have numbers 1 through 9 that we're going to play with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one digit card at a time. Now, there is some thinking that you're going to have to do. If I pull a digit card, you're going to have to decide, do I want that digit to go in the hundreds place value, the tens place value, the ones place value, and for every round, you get one digit card that you can throw away in the trash that you don't want to use. Now, The object of this game is to make the greatest number. So you have to use some strategy in your place value, right? Because we know if a digit's going to be in the hundreds place, we want it to be a great value, right? So think about which digits would, if I put in the hundreds place, would be like a lot of hundreds. Okay, so you want to be thinking about that. Now, tens, you want to have some tens there. So think about which numbers would be good to have lots of tens of in order to make a really great large number. And then think about the ones. So I'm kind of going to model a game, just to practice one, just so you can see. I'm going to pull one card at a time, and then you have to make your decision. So I'm just going to play. You don't have to do this on your board yet, but you could be thinking about where you would put it compared to where I put it, okay? All right, so let's see. I'm going to draw a card from my pile because it's in a nice big pile. Okay, I picked the number 3. So now at home, if you were playing, which is just our practice round again, you'd have to think about, do I want to put the 3 in the hundreds place, the tens place, the ones place, or do I just want to throw it away? But remember, when you pick a number to throw away, you can't throw away any other number, and you have to use the next 3 numbers that I pull, because I'm going to pull 4-digit cards each game. All right, so 3. I'm going to, me personally, for number 3, I'm going to put it in the ones place, okay? Remember, the goal of this game is to build the greatest value number. All right, so I'm going to go back in my pile. Okay. Ooh, I pulled an 8. Okay, so now my 8, I want to figure out if I want to build the greatest number. Should I put that in the tens place? Because that'd be worth 80. It's pretty big tens. Ooh, but if I put in the hundreds, it could be worth 800. That could be a really, really large number. I think I'm going to put it in the hundreds for now. And I will say part of this game is about luck because part of me is pulling a card so you don't know, but you got to use your strategy to try to build the greatest number. Okay, so then I'm going to pick one more. Ooh, a 1. So I have 2 options left. I can put it in my tens place, and that would be 813. But maybe I can throw it in the trash because 1's not worth a lot, right? A 1 digit. Even if it's in the hundreds place, it would only be worth 100. If it was in the tens place, this number, 1 digit, would only be worth 10. I think I'm going to throw it in the trash. And hopefully I pull a bigger number, a bigger digit in a second. All right, I'm going to find my pile. Hopefully. Ooh, a 5. So the only place I have left is a 5. So I made a number 853. That is the number that I made. Now in class, what we'll do is after, we'll see who thinks they built the greatest number using the digits. Remember, I had these digits. I wish I had my magnet right now. Oh, maybe we'll in here. Will it? No, I don't think it's strong enough. Remember, I pulled a 3, a 5, an 8, and a 1. I think I built a pretty large number. So that's how the game's going to work. So you have to use your strategy to think about which digits would be worth the most in each place value. So thinking about the hundreds, tens, and ones, and then you get a little bit of a trash can, if you will, to throw away one of your digits. So we're going to play this game, and we're going to discuss after each round who built the greatest number. And it's okay if you didn't build the greatest number, right? Sometimes it's just about luck, but we want to talk about who built the greatest number and how they know, and then somebody else might think they built the greatest number, so we're going to be able to look at those numbers and compare them to decide who really built the greatest valued number. And some of you might build the exact same number. But please remember, no cheating, using your coloring tool, especially if you're at home, honesty is the best policy. It's no fun to cheat. This is just a great way to practice our place value and play a game at the same time.